Attorney Ben Crump on the Ricky Smiley Morning Show cooking about this Nolan Well case, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, new information is coming up. You know what I'm saying? Basically, identifying the fact that, you know, Mississippi law enforcement is not doing their job. They not trying to solve this case. It's gonna take all of the pressure from all the protesting that's going on. You know what I'm saying? People showing up out there, black folks showing up out there, white folks showing up out there. You got so many white folk, you know what I'm saying, coming out the woodworks. You know what I'm saying? Speaking on this matter, you know, about all of the inconsistencies, like the fact that this brother should have been found now that we know he's dead. You understand? Should have been found, you know, that Monday, not that Monday, I'm sorry, but that Saturday night or morning, considering the fact, which would have been the 5th of July, considering the fact that, just one second, considering the fact that he was found on the 6th, and the family was out there looking for him on the 5th, in the same place that I'm finna call their name, call this organization correctly, the Cajun Navy. You see, what was said was, when he was reported missing by one of these so-called friends, they reported him missing at about 11 p.m. 4th of July night. You see what I'm saying? And the Coast Guard, it seems like they forgot that someone had called in to report him missing. But I do not believe that. I don't believe it, and I ain't got enough money to buy it. You understand me? And I think they somehow are working with these cowards to cover this thing up. Because when you call the Coast Guard to report somebody missing after them having been to an island, you understand me, swimming on the beach, you know how many people drown? You know what I'm saying? Did they not take it serious? You see what I'm saying? That's why a lot of people feel like this was a ritual killing. You understand me? For the 250th anniversary of Independence Day. You see what I'm saying? But in any case, you know, you got this new image that done came up of Nolan Wells at a pool party, 4th of July night, which clearly means that when they reported him missing, he wasn't missing at that particular time, which shows the conspiracy. You see what I'm saying? If you look at this image, you see that this is clearly Nolan Wells at this pool party. And you look at this dude. When I first seen the image, this guy is kind of like in the center behind Nolan. Got this mug on his face or something. You understand me? Frown or some mug like he tough. You understand me? Like he trying to want to scare somebody or something. Probably tender as a box of kittens. You understand me? But if you look at his chest, he got USA shaved in his chest hair. You understand me? So it's a lot of people saying, even I said, you know, we don't know if this picture or this image is the day of the 4th of July. Well, this right here proves it. You You know what I'm saying? This proves it. Who is going to carve or shave USA in their chest? You understand me? Some old random day. You see what I'm saying? So I think this is a accurate day, you know what I'm saying, of this image and picture of Nolan alive on 4th of July night. You see what I'm saying? So in any case, Ben Crump cooked, and I'm gonna let y'all hear what he had to say. But he was cooking, man. You know what I'm saying? But you have another young lady that done, I think she was the one that did the video where, I don't know if it's the same exact video where the argument took place, but it's a video where she's moving her camera across the scene. And then here you have an image of a young black brother posted up on the back of the boat, bending over doing something. And it seems like it fits the description of Nolan Wells and what he had on. You see what I'm saying? And this had to been right before they took off and went back to the mainland. You see what I'm saying? But like I said, all this stuff is coming out now. But ain't no arrest been made. You know what I'm saying? Like Attorney Ben Crump said in the interview, there is no urgency, you know what I'm saying, to investigate these friends. You know what I'm saying? They was out there drinking underage. And on the boat that Nolan Wells is spotted on, I'm going to just say that was him. You know what I'm saying? You got 2 adults on the boat. You see what I'm saying? With these underage kids drinking. You got so many things that they can use to bring these guys in and interrogate them. There's no interrogations taking place on behalf of Nolan Wells, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a very, very sinister situation, you know. And a lot of our people are out there protesting. Like if the tables were turned, you know, would they be operating in the same energy that they operating in now? No, they'll be full speed dead ahead this case, man. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like, just like a lot of other people, you know, that the fix is in. And they trying their hardest to let these people walk free. That's what they trying to do. And if this young brother was beat to death at this pool party, because it seems like the stories that he was beat by a group of young white guys over another altercation at this pool party, you know, it shows and it proves the fact that Nolan Wells was kidnapped, killed, and they held his body and took it back either the night of the 5th or sometime between the 5th and that morning. You understand me? To get rid of his remains so that their story of him being drowned and, you know what I'm saying, having drowned and done all this, and, you know, it's just a very, very ridiculous story. You know what I'm saying, that they want us to believe, and they want us to think that this is what happened. You know what I'm saying? But Here's this video, man, of being Crump cooking on this situation.
Evidence do you think they're overlooking besides what you've just told us, and what specifically do you and the family want them to do next?
What we want and what we wanted was them to be zealous in their investigation of this matter. What we wanted them to do is treat the death of Nolan Wells like they would have treated it had the roles been reversed and you had 3 white young men on a boat with a young white man, and that young white man ended up dead. See, Reese Smiley, we would have had a first 48 situation. We would have had them being interrogated. They would have been being separated. They would have been held. Right. They wouldn't have been released. I mean, they would have been arrested for underage drinking. I mean, it would have been all kind of stuff. But we don't see that kind of intensity here. And so that's what we're arguing and fighting for. We want our children's lives to matter just as much as you value your children's lives. And
yeah, they not putting no pressure on these people. You know what I'm saying? Almost as if they're in cahoots with these people, man. Ain't no investigation taking place. Everybody, the only people doing any investigation is the people that's on social media. People on social media investigating this case. And if they listen to the people on social media, this case would have been solved. See what I'm saying? That's the problem with law enforcement and white supremacy. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem right there. You know, the conspiracy and the fix is in. They're not trying to give this family justice. You know what I'm saying? All these lies, all these inconsistencies, all these images and pictures of Nolan Wells alive after the fact and then dead and found, you understand me, on the 6th of July when he was said to have been missing, reported missing by the so-called friends at 11 o'clock, 4th of July night, you understand? And then the parents reported him missing almost at the same time they was looking for him. See, and another thing about this situation is that the so-called friends reported him missing to the Coast Guard before they even reported him missing to the family. What kind of shit is that? How the hell you report somebody missing that was with you to the Coast Guard before you even report this person missing to their own family? Man, listen, man. This shit is so stressful to even, be. And my condolences to the family, but it's just stressful to sit up here and see the games that's being played. You know what I'm saying? Like I said before, they taunting the family. You know what I'm saying? All these people that's coming out telling what they know after the fact, laughing and LOL in they post, and the fact that none of them came forth until after all of these new images showing up, man, I don't believe or trust now one of them motherfuckers. None of them. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Nolan Wells, man. Justice for Nolan Wells. You know what I'm saying? Like this video, share this video, subscribe to the family. Peace.